Hello everybody, it's ACL. Welcome to another deck profile video. If you want to play a new deck and you're thinking about something for the synchro event slash just, playing something new, I welcome you to my Noble Knight, Infernoble Knight deck profile video. As I focus more on the Infernoble side than the Noble Knights, I will butcher some of these names, so I'm just going to go over like maybe one of this guy, two of this guy, stuff like that, because some of them are weird. Some of them I can actually say, some of them I cannot, especially this one right here. So I'll play one of this guy, as you see right now. Going over the first of just the regular Noble Knight support to it. So I'll play one of him. I'll play one of the brothers. You can play more than one of him. Sometimes I brick in hand with him though, because basically I can't ever get another like an extended play off if I just have him where I draw into him without having another Noble Knight monster to use a special effect. I'll play Noble Knight Stein, I think that's how you said it. It's Stein, not sure, but it's great for the extender because if you have a monster, if I control a normal arms equip spell, I can special summon this card from my hand. So I can really good extender. You can play more than one, but I chose one right now for a good ratio in case I need to have like an extender play into the deck. One Noble Knight Ivan, because Ivan he creates his own extenders by summoning tokens. They're light and they're level 4, so you can do it for basically the link plays. You can play for that. The extra deck is kind of atrocious. Don't look at the extra deck too much. I've been experimenting with it with cards I have and don't have, so that's all I can say for that. I want one Noble Knight, well not Noble Knight, but the Queen of Noble Arms, because she treats herself as an equip spell. In some cases where you need to have equip spell on the field or discard some stuff, and you gain 300 attack. And you can use this card in your hand or graveyard. That's targeting a Noble Knight monster and giving it to her, so she's really cool. Keep her at one, because she's like, this is the extender. This is a new card I put in here, Noble Knight Spear Holder, because Spear Holder is like a floor synchron / support, but her other effect of being basically tributing herself to add a equip spell to the deck is not bad actually. And she's level 2, so I can make some kind of weird plays with her synchro summoning wise. I run, let's see, that's all the Noble Knight monsters per se. It's not Infernobles. Infernoble wise, we're running one Rolling. Rolling gets you 500 attack if you equip it to somebody, and during the end phase, if it's in the graveyard because it was sent there, you could basically come up with stuff as adding a Fire Warrior monster from your deck to your hand except for him, or just adding a equip spell from your deck to your hand. I got 2 Noble Knight Renault, as Renault is so clutch. If I had 3, I would definitely run 3 because this card is really cool for like extenders. You control the fire monster, special summon him, and then just he becomes a tuner, level 1 tuner. And also, if this card is in the graveyard, I think that's how it is. I mean, you can target one fire monster, fire warrior monster, or one equip spell that is banished, and then you can add to your hand when he special summon. That is, so it's really cool. I use, the other Infernoble Astavo, I think that's how you say her name. Only one running her, but basically I can banish a fire monster from my hand or graveyard and special summon this card from my hand, and then I can make that monster's level become her level. So you can do some plays in the synchro wise, or just if you want to special summon her for a link play, you can do that too. Her other effect is if she's banished from the graveyard, I can special summon a Fire Warrior monster that is banished or in my graveyard after the second standby phase when she uses her effect. I run Infernoble Ogira. I believe this is a girl, but if not, don't quote me on it. But basically, this monster, when she's Noble Summon, I can send a Noble Arms card from my Noble Arms card or Fire Warrior monster, except herself or himself, to the deck, from the deck to the graveyard. And if this card is in my graveyard, I can target a warrior monster I control and equip this card to it. Each of the Infernoble monsters, besides Renault and I think that's it. Besides Renault and Asfado, they have effects where if they're equipped to a monster, they get that monster gain some amount of effects. So like for this one, if it's equipped to a monster, that monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. For Knight Oliver, that monster cannot be targeted by card effects. really cool. And Oliver is basically the extender as well, because you can send a Fire Warrior monster or a quick spell from my hand, or face them on the field, especially summon this card from my hand as level 1. And then, you know, as if you send the graveyard, you can cook them to a warrior monster. I want to run Magus because Magus basically can cook this up to a monster too, and that monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Only when it's in the graveyard, though. You can't really do it when it's on the field. The other effect is when he's sent from the field to the graveyard. Well, if this card is sent to the graveyard, I can shuffle 3 of my other Fire Warrior monsters or normal arm cards that are banished or in the graveyard, and I draw a card from it. So great stuff to bring stuff back. And for the non-noble knight support, really, you could say I run Fire Fent Lady, because Fire Fent Lady is awesome. Not only is she a fire warrior monster, especially some of the stuff if you have a warrior monster on the field, it's a great extender overall. One ash, if you have more than one ash, run more than one ash. I only have one. Run at 3. Run at 3. When it comes to boss monsters, this man will save you games. Immortal Phoenix Skillfree. Basically, you can special summon him by banishing a quick spell from my field or graveyard. Easy special summon, easy 3k to make. And let's summon this card in my hand. At the start of the damage step, if he attacks, I can equip one face up. I can equip one face up monster on the field to this card, max 1 as an equip spell. That gives this card 500 attack. So usually you can attack into your opponent and then take that opponent's monster, equip it to himself. And also when a monster effect is activated, you can send a face up equip spell card you control to the graveyard to negate the activation if you destroy it. It doesn't have to be the equip card that's equipped to him. It could be any equip card. Let's let you guys know. So that comes into play a lot of times when, like, you can have the Infernobles equipped as well, and then you can just send them to the graveyard, reactivate their effects once that opponent not ends his turn, but, like, you know, get back to your turn or something. It comes in clutch, I'm not gonna lie. We have the usuals. We have Raigeki, we have Harvey's Feather Duster, one Monster Reborn, one Rhoda, because we are running a warrior deck, so this is an easy search. Pirate Desires is debatable, but I don't have any other pots that can be useful right now. I have pot of, hold on, as you're looking at my card pool, like the side right now. I have Pot of Avarice, but the thing is, I use the extra deck, so I can't I can't get rid of it per se. But that's really cool. 2 of him or any pot that can get you draw cards, basically. When it comes to equip spells, this is debatable because you can just run any equip spells to it. Basically, I would like to say you should always run 3 of this because it's a great searcher for your fire monsters. Level 5 or lower, so basically just searching off any even Infernobles with this. But one Gallatin, one of this guy, I can't really say that name. One Caliburn, you can run more than if you want. One Magnum Shield. It's a warrior deck. This is one of my favorite equip spells like ever. It's like you've seen in my other videos where Warlocks and Amazons, because I love the warrior archetype. Noble Arms of Destiny, because Noble Arms of Destiny is a classic. That Destiny monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects once per turn. This is the 3 that I say run definitely because you can just equip it to any card. Then they can add a level 5. Well, I can add 1 level 5 or little warrior fire monster from my deck to my hand. Then destroy this card. And if this card is sent to the graveyard because the good card is sent to the graveyard, I can target a level 5 or lower warrior monster, special summon it. So that each of the Infernoble R's has effects like that. When they have, like, if they're equipped to a monster, they gain some stuff. If they're not equipped, if they like just get sent to the graveyard by themselves, they get some stuff and stuff like that. I like them though. But basically run one of this, and one of this as well. Because I can just target a fire monster from graveyard and add to my hand. And then this card sends to graveyard because it's kept to 100% there. There's some of the fire warrior monster from my hand. So their effects are really cool. I don't use the second effects that much though. Noble Knights of the Round Table is just a cheeky field spell. Like, no one really plays it with it, but look at all these effects, man. If you have 3 Noble Arms, Noble Knight cards in graveyard or like field, I can send a Noble Knight card from my deck to my hand. from my deck to the graveyard. My bad. If I have 6 or more, especially someone Noble Knight, also from my hand, then equip 1 Noble Arms spell card from my hand to that monster. 9, target 1 Noble Knight monster in the graveyard, add to the hand. And 12, I draw a card. These are the total number of kind of like the build up of what Noble Knight monsters you have in the graveyard and the field, or Noble Arms. Noble Knight, yeah, Noble Knight cards in general. So you don't have to one run of this, but really fun if you do. This is a classic other stuff. Twin Twisters, Gloria Noble Knights just help you get Noble Arms. You could spell from your deck to equip to a monster. 1 call by if you have 2, run 2. 1 until Noble Arms are needed. Once again, it's a long trap card. I know. Basically, I can activate the top cards in my deck. Equal to a number of Noble Arm spells you control, and if you do, add 1 of them to my hand. Also place the remaining cards on top of the deck in any order. And I can banish this card from my graveyard except the turn it was sent there. Just summon from my deck 1 Noble Knight monster with a different name from the cards you control or in your graveyard. 2 effects that are really good. I wanted 1 that's for ratio wise, but 2 is actually not bad in the deck. And when it comes to extra deck, you can actually just experiment with what you like, what you don't like into it. Basically, I definitely prefer the 2 of the Captain Roland. I would prefer 2 just because, you know, his effect is do a single summon during the end phase of this turn. I can send in a crit spell from my deck to the graveyard and add 1 warrior monster from my deck to my hand. Really cool. And also I can target, if he's in the graveyard, I can target a warrior monster you control. I can equip Roland to it. That monster gains 500 attack. Between Roland and Oliver, these are the cards you want to get into. Oliver is actually when he's in a graveyard and you control a warrior monster, you can equip that warrior monster to Oliver, especially summon Oliver in its place. Actually, Oliver has an effect of when he hits something, when he attacks something, and he has a equip spell to him, he can destroy a card for free. He targets though, sadly. It gotta be a face-up card, but he targets that card, destroy it, and then you can continue your battle phase if you attacking a different monster or just attacking it regularly. I like Oliver. If I had one Oliver, I definitely would. Stardust Charge Warrior. It's an easy card to summon into the deck, and just attacking everything with him was really fun. Sorry about that. And with Magnum Shield, you gain that 1300 as an attack, so it's really fun. 1 Colossal Fighter. Colossal Fighter is a classic, man. But basically, I gain 100 attack for each warrior monster in my graveyard, and then when this card is destroyed by battle, since the graveyard, I can target 1 warrior monster in either player's graveyard, so just summon it. Not too bad. He's level 8, and you can make a level 8 pretty easily into a deck. Borreload Savage Dragon. You already know what Borreload Savage Dragon does. I use them for basically the counters with the links and stuff. My boy Infernoble Emperor Charles. The boss monster into the deck really. Basically, if an equipped card becomes equipped to a monster on the field, even during the damage step, I can destroy 1 card on the field, just hop for free. During the end phase, I can equip 1 spell card from my hand or graveyard to this card, and then you can equip 1 fire monster from my deck to this card as well. And that monster, and Charles gains 500 attack. You can boost them up highly, and you equip them with cards such as Noble Arms Gallatin or even Caliburn. That's an extra 1500 attack by default. New card added to the deck. I only been able to use it like once or twice so far, but you can make it pretty easily. Basically, you know what Baron and Fleur do. It's the one of the new synchros that are added to the game, and really, if you got it, you're making a synchro deck. Put her in there. If you got room and everything, put her in there. I got my Atargus. I'm butchering the name. Basically, this is the level 4, rank 4. I mean, Noble Knight card. I can target up 3 Noble Arm cards, equip spell cards with different names from my graveyard. Equip those targets to my man here. And once per turn, you can detach an XYZ material from this card. Destroy as many of the spell and track cards on the field up to a number of Noble Arms equip spell cards I control. So if you control 5 cards, Noble Arm cards, you destroy spell and track cards up to that number. Or in general, with his effect, it'll be 3, so you can destroy 3 on the first turn you summon. 1 of the Malevolent Sin, just for a rank 4 to have in the deck. Nothing more, nothing less. one Zeus, as just because I run XC's monsters and maybe I'll summon them out. That's pretty much it. The extra deck needs work. I know the extra deck needs work. One Gravity Controller because he's a rare, and sometimes I put Roland in there. Sometimes I put the summoning off and Roland just attacking something. One the Two Tails of Noble Knights. I would definitely say run more than one, like maybe two. Basically, she's a searcher. You can special summon from the deck, and she sets off a lot of plays. One Albalosa, just because it's Albalosa, and then one Access Code Talker. So not bad in general. The deck is really fun, and I would like other people. I would actually like to see more Noble Knight players into the game as Master Duel progresses and people like kind of don't move towards the meta as much. I think it'll just be fun. It's a fun deck if you want to copy and paste it or just take inspiration from it. And let me know what you think in the comment about the deck. What can I change? What can I add in the future when I get like points and everything for it? To see, I'm almost close to making a secret rare and an ultra rare card. So I would love to hear people's opinions about Noble Knights in general. Without further ado, we'll get into a game after this like video is over with. So definitely check it out and stay tuned for more videos. Say it out.